To the MedTech Innovator team, and those of you who are watching, thank you for having us here today. It's a pleasure to be in your ecosystem. My name is Rick Gersony, co-founder and CEO of Medmovie. For 25 years, we've helped device and life science companies turn complex science into visuals people instantly understand. Over the next couple of minutes, I want to do one thing: show you how to make a powerful, award-winning animation while on an early stage budget. We put together some examples and highlights of our work to get started. Here's the challenge every one of you faces. The science behind your device is extraordinary, but it's often invisible. It's working deep inside the body, too small to film, in a place a camera can't go. And you usually get one chance to make it clear. To an investor deciding whether to fund you, a regulator reviewing your submission, or the surgeon deciding whether to pick up your device. It might be the MedTech Innovator Video Awards, expo demonstrations, accelerator pitches. Whatever stage you may be, stock footage won't get you there. And neither will a slide full of jargon. What you need are visuals as rigorous as your engineering and as clear as the reason your device exists. So let's be specific. This is about how you make one powerful 60-second animation for under 10K that makes your device impossible to ignore in front of investors, partners, and physicians. There are three main things that our team excels in that makes that possible for you: our process, our quality, and our flexibility. So first, and this is the part that actually makes getting a show-stopping explainer on a startup budget possible. Before we animate a single frame, you do three things on your side. One, pick your three top teaching objectives and then place them in order of priority. Two, get every stakeholder, clinical, executive, legal, marketing, to sign off on them. That's my biggest tip, which prevents backtracking, costly changes to the script, storyline, and goals during production. Three, write a draft 125-word script. That's for about a 60-second video that tells your story like an elevator pitch. This verbal story will be transformed into a visual story. The starting framework I'd recommend, as I mentioned, is focusing on the problem, revealing the solution, explaining the differentiation that makes your product shine, and you've got to have some validation in most cases to have people give you the trust you deserve. Do that, and the most of the work is finished before we even start, which is exactly why the price can stay low. We'll give you a one-page checklist to walk you through it. This is an infographic example made from an award-winning video we created for a client that captures the four pillars that we've been discussing: the problem, the solution, the differentiation, and validation. This allows the viewer to capture the essence visually of what their innovation is at a single glance. And so this leads into our second core value: quality. We are not trying to just create something that makes people say, wow, that's beautiful. We want people to come away from your video saying, wow, now I understand. For example, here's a problem. The valve leaflets have failed. The solution: the device holds them in place. One image, and you get both. Every structure is anatomically true, every interaction scientifically reviewed, something that's accurate enough to satisfy your scientists and clear enough to land with a room full of investors. You don't want one wrong detail to cost you the trust of the expert you're trying to convince. Third, flexibility. And this is really a business promise. Honestly, this kind of work is normally worth well more than 10K. But budgets are tight, and our job is to meet you where you are. We build the scope around your budget and timeline, not the other way around. One way to do this is by mixing 2D on the left with 3D that's shown on the right. Sometimes a simple 2D roadmap tells you where you are in the body. Other times you need 3D to show you how a structure actually works. We use 2D where it does the job now and can upgrade to 3D as your budget grows. And the first animation is just the start. Once we understand your science, every project after it gets faster, sharper, and more consistent. Because you're building a visual language with a partner who already knows your story, we can work fully white label under your brand with your NDA. We're not looking to make you a one-off video. We want to be the studio you come back to as you raise your next round, launch your next product, and enter your next market. So let's put it together. On our side, it comes down to three things you just saw. A process that front loads the thinking, quality that makes people understand instead of just admire, and the flexibility to build around your budget. Thank you again to the MedTech team for having us here, and specifically to Bill Perry, who introduced us to the MedTech team, who is the CEO of Deep Blue Medical Advances and a MedTech Innovator lead advisor. So if you've got science and a product worth seeing, and if you're in the MedTech Innovator ecosystem, you do. Let's talk. Email us to grab a one-page checklist, scope a pilot, or just walk me through your project. We move fast, we keep everything confidential, and we're ready when you are. Let's make your science impossible to ignore. My contact info is here on the screen, and my team and I look forward to hearing from you.